Yo, what up, Card Kingdom family? Kenji back for some more drafting here on Magic Online. We got some more of this Mom format, the March of the Machine. Been loving this format. A nice change of pace from All Will Be One. Kind of reminiscent of Kamigawa. You can do some fun 5-color nonsense. Lots of 2-color decks. Tons of big flashy bombs. But there's enough removal in the format that just playing one big bomb doesn't necessarily win you the game. So this has been a fantastic format. I will just quickly go over the cards out of this pack. I think our first pickable, and then we will go from there. So all of the packs have one of these retro flashback cards that you'll notice. This is not a new card. This is, in fact, a reprint for you. Quintorius, our normal rare from the new set. Pretty good one. Not busted by any means, but just a good value card for sure. Gives a lot of value there. Invasion of Vryn, a good battle. Streetwise Negotiator, good uncommon. I'm actually going to first pick Preening Champion here. This is basically the best common in the format. It's a 3-mana 2/2 flyer that you get a 1/1 red and blue token with it. And so it's just really, really strong. It's a knight as well, so it has a lot of synergies outside of just being a good card. But I'm going to try first picking this Preening Champion and see maybe if we can do a fun either Knight deck or a Blue-Red Spells deck. We did a really, really awesome 5-color deck last time with Yarok. But this time, let's take the Preening Champion and go from there. Second best common maybe in the format is Afara's Dispersal. Kind of funny that both of like the best commons are blue, but Dispersal has time and time again proven to be an all-star as well. 3-mana bounce. At instant speed, you get to Surveil 2, and if you're targeting an attacking creature, it only costs 1, so very, very useful card. A couple of other good cards in the pack. The Elvish Vat Keeper, 3/3 for 3, that makes an Incubate token for 2. But yeah, we'll just take the Dispersal here and stick with this game plan for now. Okay, probably not going to be taking a blue card out of this pack, or at least not the Meeting of Minds blue card. Oh, I guess there's a Corruption of Tawashi here that I didn't even note. But a bunch of good ones here. Streetwise Negotiator, we saw this in our opening pack. It's basically a 2-mana 3/3. Really, really solid. Vanquish the Weak, good removal spell. Reprint. Invasion of Lorwyn, decent removal spell that can flip to a big boy. And then Mutagen like Connoisseur. Really, really nice with all the Incubate tokens or in like the blue-green transform deck. What do I want to do here? I could just stick with blue and take the Corruption of Tawashi. There's probably nothing wrong with that. This card really wants you to have either more ways to incubate or more tokens, though. Rather, more transform cards. Yeah, I don't mind just sticking to... I mean, I could also try to take the Streetwise Negotiator and maybe wheel the Connoisseur. I don't think that's crazy. Maybe that's better. 2-mana 3/3 is hard to pass up. So we get another Afara's Dispersal here if we want to. It's also a Cosmic Hunger, pretty good green removal. This one can target the battles as well, so you can kind of punch the battles and flip them a lot easier. Thornwood Falls also good. Let's just stick with the blue. Take the Dispersal into... Okay, well, there's a Rampaging Geoderm here. This is one of my favorites. Red-Green Battles is a really fun deck, and this one is a workhorse in that deck. I mean, even if you don't have many battles, 4-mana 3/3 trample haste that buffs something whenever any creature attacks. You don't have to attack with this specifically to get the buff is real good. I almost want to take the Invasion of Regatha here as well and maybe stay open to the idea of like a red-blue spells deck. Because this one's really good for flipping and really good for pressuring. You can either deal 4 to your opponent or 4 to a battle. Let's try that. See if maybe that can pan out. Getting a Cosmic Hunger here. Shatter the Source is also decent. I guess Shatter really, really good with Preening Champion. Let's take that instead. Cryptomancer, quite good. This is also a surprisingly nice backup creature. It's an 0/1 with Flash. It has backup 1. And then hexproof itself, and it gives hexproof to anything that it backed up that turn. Kind of nice. This is the Invasion of Arcavios. That one is not very good. But Wicked Slumber is pretty solid. Double tap down with Convoke. Let's try to lock ourselves into blue here. Oh yeah, as we're getting a nice Invasion of Vryn on the wheel too. This one's really solid. 4 mana, draw 3, discard 1, and then it flips into So oftentimes these type of effects, they copy like instants and sorceries, but this targets any spell you control. So you can copy creatures with this one too. Really nice. Omen Hawker's not terrible. This is good for activated abilities, like your, what are they called? Incubator tokens. Might not be at its best currently, but it does have some merit. We did wield the Mutagen Connoisseur. I could also take the Corruption of Tawashi here. Damn, good choices, actually. I guess we're probably better off just taking the individually blue card in case we still want to be in blue-red. This is a really good start, though. I mean, blue, I think, is one of the best colors in this format, so the fact that it feels pretty open means we should end up with a nice one. Anything good here? Not really. A lot of I mean, the Timurit's actually good, but we're pretty far away from that. I guess I'll just take it because it's the best card in the pack. And some sideboard nonsense. Last pick junk. Oh, I guess the Alabaster's not terrible. Okay, good pack one. Locked into blue for sure. Secondary still yet unknown. All right, and into pack two we go. We opened a Dejeru and Hazaret. Actually not a very, very good one. Sometimes it's a 5/4 Vigilance Haste, and if you have other legendaries, it can do stuff, but realistically, not exactly one of the bombs you're hoping to open. Other rare is Saizan, Perverter of Truth. Also not really one you're looking for. This pack is really, really weak for us, actually. I guess we can take the Tangled Skyline to still look to be blue-green flip. The Skyline is really good. It's just, I don't think it's the card I was hoping to open right now. I was hoping to open like a good blue card, right? But 5 mana, gain 5 life, and incubate 5. Also has some synergies with our Corruption and then any other Phyrexians that we can pick up. So seems good, but pretty medium overall. Tetsuko is surprisingly amazing. Like, this is obviously a flashback card and not native to March of the Machine, but there are a ton of relevant 1 toughness or 1 power creatures in the format. So this just pokes in for a bit of damage itself, and then sometimes it can push in a ton of damage as well. Tidal Terror, there's another Tangled Skyline, there's another Cosmic Hunger. Okay, I guess we could be looking to be a little bit of green instead. Another Tangled Skyline, another Cosmic Hunger is not bad. I mean, Shivan Branch Burner is okay. Tidal Terror would be a safe pick because it's the Island Cycler. Actually, I kind of like taking Skyline again. Going big, maybe. Although here might be that I'm supposed to take the Joyful Storm Sculptor. Could also take the Forest Cycling Timberland Ancient, I guess. Our red and our green are pretty close together, I'd say. I guess we'll just take the Storm Sculptor and see. We're getting another Storm Sculptor here. We don't actually have as many Convoke cards to make these the nuts, but this is still good. So this is a 5 mana 2/3 that makes 2 more elemental 1/1 tokens, and then whenever you cast a spell that has Convoke, deals 1 to each opponent in each battle that they're protecting. That's a nice pack. We're getting a pretty late Skyclave Aerialist. 2 mana 2/1 flyer as a base, and then flip it for value is really good. So for these, you do not have to convoke the card. It just has to be a card with Convoke. So say I hard cast Shadow the Source for 6 mana. The Joyful Storm Sculptor will still trigger. Blue, green, blue, red. What is it going to be? Okay, there's another decent blue Convoke card. We'll take that. This Invasion of Xerix has just not been very good. I want to like it, but it seems to underperform every time. Ooh, Errant and Jada is pretty late there. I don't think we're moving into the Knights deck, but Flash or Flying. That actually does not seem bad, but I don't think we're anywhere close. I'm pretty happy just taking this Oracle of Tragedy. Another one that actually has been pretty useful. 2 mana, when it ETBs, you're often just looting, and then when it dies, you get to loot as well. But sometimes the Graveyard Shuffle does come up relevant. Okay, wheeling another Squadron, or you can just take Oculus Whelp. I guess after picking up the double Joyful Storm Sculptor, all these Convoke cards seem a little bit more tempting. All right, I guess I'm going to lean towards the red-blue Convoke deck over the blue-green. So we get a nice little Ren's Resolve for some more card advantage. Tidal Terror on the wheel's great. The land cyclers are always just so good in any format, right? Like, they're good early as they can find you a land, and then later on, if you can cast them, they're often just somewhat relevant enough themselves, you know? Okay, I guess I'll take the 1/4 in case our opponent's more aggressive. I don't think we want any of these. I don't believe we need another Ren's Resolve, so let's take Javelineer just in case. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Convoke cards. These Omen Hawkers are sometimes solid, but they don't look great in my deck currently. Maybe we can make them better. Oh god. We opened one of the bigger white bombs in the format, the Boonbringer Valkyrie. I wonder if I had just taken that Arrington Giada, if we had ended up with a good deck. I mean, we have a Captive Weird here, which is another really good one. 1 mana, 1/3 defender that flips into a 3/3 that effectively draws you a card. Another Dispersal here. This invasion's real bad for some reason. You would think it's better, but it's not. 2 mana for a 1/1 flyer, and then it turns into a vehicle that's just usually not relevant. So we'll take the card advantage of the Captive. There's a pretty good blue card for us as we're passing a Galta and Mavrin. Zarek Strobe Knight. 3 mana, 2/2 flying vigilance, and then if you've cast 2 or more spells this turn, you can tap it to make a 2/2. And with Convoke, that is not too hard to do. We're losing out on another invasion of Regatha. Wicked Slumber. Dreadship's decent. Rowls is good. Can we get any more goodies? Ooh, we can get a 3rd as far as Dispersal now. Seems solid. Yeah, good to me. Anything else that we can do good? Another Strobe Knight. Also a Hidetsugu. But yeah, no, we'll just... Oh, geez, the Invasion of Amonkhet, too. This is just one of the crazier uncommons in the format. It doesn't maybe feel like much at first, but 3 mana, you draw a card, your opponent discards, and then it turns into a 4/4 with some crazy abilities. No, I'm liking our deck, though. Gosh, the Halo Forager, too. Maybe blue-black was where I should have been. We have an Invasion of Kamigawa, though, which is another nice one. Or at least I like it a lot. 4 mana, tap a creature, it stays tapped for a turn, and then it flips into a 2/3 flyer that draws a card over a second Shatter. Oh, wow. Lots of goodies here. Jeez, so many goodies. Okay, what are we cutting out of this deck right now? I mean, are the Omen Hawkers even relevant? They are 1-drop creatures for Convoke, but realistically, I don't think they're worth running. Another Dispersal, another Oracle, another Corruption are all super juicy. Kind of want to just take the 2-drop Looter here. I already have 3 Dispersals, so I don't think I need to take another. A second Corruption, I mean, they do get better in multiples, but I think I'm going to take the early game play. These Omen Hawkers are uncommon, so the fact that we've seen so many of them is kind of funny. What? God, Invasion of Amonkhet wheeling is nasty. We can just take the Ral's reinforcements here, or we can take the Scrounger. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. But I guess with the Convoke, the reinforcements makes more sense. Probably not running that invasion. Wicked Slumber number 2, probably not necessary. Dreadship, though, really good, especially with Tetsuko. 4-1 is unblockable with Tetsuko. Alright, I need to make some cuts. Because we have too many playables. Sideboard Assimilate's decent. Oh, you know what? I might even... I guess the majority of our creatures already have flying. We're probably not even going to run the Astral. Jeez, that Halo Forager. Felt like I could have been in any number of different blue decks and had a good result. If I was blue-white, we would have had some nice ones. If I was blue-black, we would have had some nice ones. My blue-red is actually maybe not as good as some of the other colors could have been, but it is what it is. Question now is, how many lands do I want to run in this deck? Let's see, because Tidal Terror you can cycle. That's a creature. That's a creature. We have 3 battles that can turn into creatures. Is the Corruption of Tawashi good enough? We have 3 battles to flip with it. 1 incubate. 2... So that's 5 different cards that work with this. That's not bad. Feels like I can probably cut Wicked Slumber with 3 dispersals. And then I guess we can probably go 16 lands. We have 2 2-mana looters and the land cycler, so that should be okay. Just go like 9-7 in favor. Or 11-5? 10-6? Yeah, 10-6 is probably safe. Is that right? Maybe this is not right. Feels okay, though. Alright, fun little deck. Let's try submit this and go to round 1 here of this Mom draft. Okay, round 1 here of this March of the Machine draft with our red-blue Convoke deck. We have a decent looking hand here for sure. Turn 1 Captive Weird, turn 2 Tetsuko. We have a way to protect it. Card draw battle, and then a removal spell. So we really would like to draw another land next turn. Green-white is like the 1-1 counter deck. Although they have a 3-1 knight. Alright, land me. Dang it. That's not good. Guess we just attack for 1 and pass. 1 unblockable. Oh, they're not even attacking? They're just passing, huh? Tempting there to run out my Cryptomancer, but I think we wait. Because the Cryptomancer acts as a land for our squadron, funny enough. Alright, so opponent mislands as well. Battle of the 2 landers, I guess. Oh, dang it. They hit their 3rd land. And then they play the Invasion of Dominaria to gain 4 life and draw a card. Please attack so I can dispersal. Alright, I'm not going to wait any longer. I'll flash out my Saiba. I'll pump up the Weird. So it's a 2-4 that can block relatively well, and it flips into a 4-4. Are you kidding? Ay, ay, ay. Four draw steps, no land is brutal. Gosh, I kind of wanted to attack with my Cryptomancer there and dispersal it, but that's pretty damn weak. Come on, deck. One land is all I've needed. Spellslinger. All right. Put out on the Cavalier, please. Attack with the Cavalier, please. Let me disperse you. It's a huge blowout. Yes. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. What the heck? Where are my lands? Two more non-lands were on top. Hello? Hello? What? Is this a joke? No land in the top 7 cards is absolutely insane. And that means that I'm probably going to start, like, this is the classic screw into flood, where I've missed so many lands in a row. Soon I'm going to start drawing nothing but lands. Actually incredible. I mean, the funny thing is I can still cast 2 of my 6 drops next turn because of the Convoke, but still. Kind of a miserable draw. What you gonna do, opponent? What you got? Kami of Whispered Hopes, yeah, and maybe just their 3-1 again, sure. Does a land exist? Holy crap, it's about freaking time. I guess I'm going to go Strobe Knight and pass. And then hold up my Shatter the Source. Chomping Kavu. All right. 3/3 backup 1. Let's see what they put that on. So that'll make the creature unable to be blocked by creature with power. So they could put it technically on the Cavalier, and it would be unblockable here. Okay, they're going to make that a 4/4. So 4/4 can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 less, and then whenever it attacks, they get to tap something. So let's let them go to combat and see what they do here. Okay, if they're just going to attack with that, we'll go ahead and shatter it individually. Now, they could have like the +1/+1 protection effect, and that would get me good, but it looks like they didn't. Wary Thespian. We are very okay with that. Really? I guess lands just don't exist in my deck. Huh. Okay, well. I guess let's flip this and try to hit a land. Unreal! Are you joking? That's actually insane. 2 flying vigilance. Oh, man. I mean, I guess I just pass. Because they have like a bunch of 1 toughness creatures, so I think I'm going to leave back my 1/1s. I probably could have attacked with Tetsuko, I guess. Like, now our Corruption of Twashi's gone forever. Well, here's something big. Okay, 6/5 with Reach and Trample. That's not the worst case scenario. Okay, still in it, still in it. Land. Let's see. How do I want to play this? I guess what I can do is, like, this is a little bit aggressive, but disperse their 6/5 with Reach. Go top, top. Attack for 2 flying vigilance, put them to 16. Then play out the squadron. And then that's my second spell, so I get to activate and make a 2/2. Okay. So next turn we're going to start attacking with our unblockable creatures, because presumably they're just going to play their 6/5 again, and now we get to play our tap battle that we put on top. Tap that. And then this goes to the invasion, this goes to the invasion, this goes face, 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 face. And then once we flip the invasion, that'll count as casting our second spell for the turn. And we'll be able to activate the Knight again and make another 2/2. Okay, so we'll take that 2-for-1 trade there. Hit him to 12. Cast the flip side. Make a 2/2. Say go. Now, they still have 5 cards in their hand. Like, if they have a Sunfall or something, we lose. But as it stands, we are now in attack with everything mode. Renata, okay, it's a little bit too late. Into a negotiator as a 3/3, and they get to put a 1/1 counter on something here. Are they dead here? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have them at 2. Renata is now an 8/4. All right, combat. All of our flyers, all of our unblockables. They go to 2. I get to draw an extra card. Yeah, I guess. I guess I'll run it out, and if they have a Wrath, if they have the 1 Sunfall, so be it. The safer play is, I guess, to hold back, but it's game 1. We haven't seen it, and even though in these type of scenarios, if you can afford to play around something, you should. YOLO. All right, we got the first one. Green, white beats versus Where Are My Lands? Convoke. I think we should have pretty decent game versus them. Let's just run it back. Well, isn't this just the most fitting? Game 2, and we have a no-lander start. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we'll keep this, and I guess pitch the Storm Sculptor. If we can rattle off a couple of lands, the Invasion of Regatta will flip one of our other invasions, thankfully. They had a decent number of 2-drops last time. They didn't have one here, it looks like. Oh no. Is this going to be the same exact thing as game 1? For real? I mean, I'm on 16 lands, but oh god, here we go. If I draw a mountain, I'm gonna definitely just blow up that commie. Are you absolutely kidding me? The draws this match have been so bad. What on earth? I'm not crazy, right? I'm not running like 12 lands accidentally, am I? Like now they put that on the Kami, it becomes a 3/3. They can tap for 3 mana again. Hopefully they attack, but I assume they're not. Oh? Oh god, we got lucky. Okay. Whew. Come on. Give me some action, please. Bottom, top the mountain. Okay. We're still in it. No reason to hold back the Tetsuko as the Slinger would just tap it down. Okay, replay the Kami. I think I just, well, I guess I can bounce there. Yeah, let's just bounce their Bola Slinger right now. And see what they do. I want to make sure I hit that 4th land. So bin that, top the 4th land. Oh, man. Yeah, gosh. I mean, now they're going to Bola Slinger on their Kami again, but I want to get that Invasion of Kamigawa online. Because we can immediately flip it next turn with our Invasion of Regatha, and that just seems so much better. If we're lucky, they don't play out their Slinger and instead do something else. Like just play the 6-5 here would be fantastic for us. Put it on itself. Yes! Oh, that's so good. Okay. We got him good there. Because now we get to shoot the Invasion of Kamigawa for 4, flip it, and then shoot their... oh, not anymore. Okay. Well... I guess we'll then go greedy again in Invasion of Rin. Attack them for 1 unblockable. Three cards left in their hand. I don't think I use the dispersal here until after I blow up the Kami with the invasion. I think that's how I want to sequence this. Oh, there's their 6-5 again, sure. Yeah, we're a little bit behind, but we're not too bad behind. Oh, come on. Well, looks like they had 2 really good sideboard cards versus me. Okay, and that plan's done with then. So I guess we shoot them and now finally shoot the Kami off. But they have insane pressure on us right now, so I need to draw like Shatter or something. Uh-oh, they're doing something pre-combat. Is this Exarch? What is it? Is this some kind of X spell? Oh, yeah, it is an X spell. Invasion of Ikoria. So they get to search their library for a non-human with mana value 5 or less because they paid 7 total. Wow, they just got that from their graveyard again? Okay, that's not that bad. So I take 4, and then they send 6 at the invasion. I bounce their ancient. I mean, maybe they send both at the... I guess they might send both at it. Yeah, they're just going face. That's kind of strange. They could flip that into an 8/8, so... Interesting choice there. Let's see. Don't need Oracle. Strobe Knight seems too slow at this point. Aerialist. Squadron. I think I'm supposed to go face here. Oh, that damn 6-5 reach, though, is a huge problem. We don't have a good way to push through it. I don't have my Wicked Slumber or anything, and we've used all 3 of our dispersals now. Alright, here comes the big boy. Maybe versus them, Wicked Slumber is not a bad card to bring in. Because if they just have a couple of big top-end cards, locking them down for a couple turns is probably worth it. Bah! Cosmic Hunger. Yeah, they should have been aiming that, though, at the... Like, killing the flyer is not as good as killing the invasion, I feel like, and getting their 8-8 with reach. But I don't think there's much I can draw anymore. Two Atraxas Falls. That gives me a lot of blockers, actually. Okay. So the biggest issue is that this has trample, but the Bola Slinger doesn't. And I still have a lot of unblockable damage here. Like, we're putting them to 7. Yeah, this still feels a little bit winnable. So, like, chump the Bola Slinger, take 6, go to 2. All right. No blocks on Timberland Ancient. If you can pump it for 2, I lose. Okay, 3, 4. How do we survive? Because they're going to tap down another. At 2 life, I'm not sure if we can. Yeah, just more land. Okay. That should do her then. They would need to make some pretty crazy mistake for me to somehow survive this. Let's see. All right, so I need to put 5 toughness on that. I need to block each of those. I don't think this is possible. Yeah, that'll do her. Okay, on to game 3. Maybe we can have a normal draw this time. Let's bring in that Wicked Slumber. I'm going to cut the Corruption of Tawashi here. Okay, game 3, round 1. Come on, we'll be on the play. It looks good. It's a good opener. We have a loot as well. Can we manage? This would be a great hand for Tetsuko. All of these would be unblockable. Hey! I don't want to say anything, but I'm going to say it anyways. We have a third land for turn 3. What on earth? How lucky. So we know they have 2 Atraxos Falls. They might just kill the Aerialist here immediately. Does kill flyers after all. Actually, the Atraxos Falls are really good versus me. A bunch of flyers, some artifacts, and then the battles, of course. Let's go with Dreadship. And I'm going to go ahead and crew and attack for 4. Offer the trade. Pushes more damage, too. Oh, they didn't even block. Okay. That works. Okay, I take 3. Into the Invasion of Dominaria to gain 4 back and draw a card. So they didn't want to hit the invasion. Didn't hit the land. Come on, deck. I would like to find a land, please. Are you freaking kidding again? All right, well, sometimes that's just the way it is. I don't even think I want a dispersal if they attack. I think we want to just trade with our Oracle and loot. I'm not sure what I would discard, though. Ooh, Brawler's real scary versus them. It starts putting a lot of counters on stuff. Yay, land. Okay, let's see. So let's go with the Invasion of Kamigawa here, and we're going to tap down their Cavalier. And then we're going to crew with the Aerialist. And if they want to stop me from flipping that, they need to trade with their Brawler, which I think I'm pretty happy about. Okay. Now, notably, this still dies to a Atraxos Fall, but if they don't have Fall, we are going to tempo them out pretty hard, it feels like. And they have all the good 1/1 counter stuff, but this is not going to be enough now. Let's see. So let's go animate. Crew with it. Attack, attack, attack. Draw an extra card. We keep drawing the same exact freaking hands. And I'm just going to main phase the dispersal in their Kami. And that Slumber, I am guessing, is probably going to solidify it. All right, we got him. Nice. So some awkward draws there, but in the end, we were able to take the first round. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times. On to round number 2 of this March of the Machine draft with our red-blue Convoke deck. Looks like a pretty solid hand on the draw. Needs to find a few lands or whatever again. Big fan. Hey, 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 another third land on turn 3. I accept. If we can find one of our other 2-drops, that'd be great. Red-black is sacrifice theme / lots of removal. I am so good at drawing our dispersals, it's kind of crazy. Alright, I'll block. Do the worst. They might be able to do something post-combat. Yep, that's fine. Which means we don't get to disperse. Actually, if we draw a land next turn, we can go rouse reinforcements into Squadron, which is pretty hot. So they have the Shade. It's 2/3 that gets bigger. That's fine. Did not find the land. I guess I'll just attack for 2 here. Cast reinforcements and hold up dispersal. Tetsuko looking pretty nice with all these 1/1 tokens as well. Consuming Eitherborn. They're going to give a creature a 1/1 in lifelink for the turn. And we are going to get them real nice with the disperse. Let's bottom the Oracle, top the island. Go Tetsuko. Into Flyer, attack for 2 in the air. If they have a removal spell this turn for the Squadron, it's a little bit annoying, but not the worst. Yep, they do. So they get to hit me for 4, gain 2 back, and then the Shade gets a 1/1 counter at end of turn. But that's fine. I mean, I have 6 unblockable damage here, and if we draw a land, we get to Storm Sculptor for extra values, so all in all, I'd say we're sitting pretty good. Because now they need a removal spell for the Tetsuko, definitely. So the fear here is that I make some attack with what are currently unblockable creatures, and then they like use a removal spell mid-combat to make them all blockable. Oh man, that sucks. The rat getting my last card in hand, which is Dispersal, really hurts. Okay, but it doesn't look like they have another removal spell, so this is a lot of unblockable damage next turn. They could main phase sack to give the Shade an extra counter. They probably might as well do that just because they can't block any of my small creatures anyways. I think that's a decent play from their end. Yeah, for sure. So I go to 10, they go to 13. Shade grows to a 4/5. That's pretty good. All right. Infinite 1/1s with Tetsuko. That's what we call the business. So let's say they do draw an instant speed removal for Tetsuko. I attack with all, they kill the Tetsuko. They can go back to 7 immediately with the Etherborn, so they would effectively be at 8. But they would go, let's see, block, 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 block. Block, 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 block. Oh, they would live at 1 in theory. Oh, they're just going to main phase kill the Tetsuko. All right, that's fine. So they're not dead on board, right? I attack with everything. They go back up to 7. They go back up to 8. Block, 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 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would put them to 1. Huh. And then they would be able to kill me on the backswing really close at least. Yeah, so... Okay, they're surviving. They needed the removal and they found it. Let's see if they want to sack like their Skittering Surveyor here. That's a little bit risky. Oh, okay. Well, they are going to fire that off. 1 less blocker, but 1 additional life. I guess that kind of makes sense. 1 card left in hand. God, they have the Archpriest of Shadows. This card is so good. 4/4 backup 1 with Death Touch. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or a battle, you return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So they're going to gain 3 life here. So if I chump, they're going to go back up to 7. Then 8. With that, they would go block, 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 block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's probably better to trade this off. And they have no cards in their hand. So we still have a bunch of good blockers. Any Convoke spell is insane. We have just... Any spell is probably just good enough, would be my guess. But that is not a spell. Okay. Yeah, that Nezumi rat eating my last card in hand, that Dispersal, was a big, big pain in the butt. Three. Okay, so they are going to attack with the Priest here. So I think we block the Priest with Sculptor and 2 of the 1/1s. They do get to kill them all, but I think preserving one of our Storm Sculptors is right instead of double blocking. I mean, they're whittling me down. And it looks like they drew a spell this turn, too. Wow, they're going to go to 1. Well, 2 effectively. I think that makes sense, though. I think that's a good play. Oh, they drew another spell, too? Oh, no. Oh, that is fine-ish. Come on, deck. That'll work. So they don't die here because they can use the Recycler to sack one of their creatures. And since they drew the Berserker, they can sack that for life. But that means they're not sacking it for a card, which is probably good. So they drain for 1, go back to 1. I go to 8. Oh, they're going to sack the Dreg Recycler itself to draw an extra card. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Because they need to find an answer anyways, and the Dreg Recycler... Well, that's interesting, because if they had kept the Recycler, they could sack another creature, go back to... No, 2 wouldn't matter. Never mind. Okay. Volcanic Spite Cycle. They still don't win here without finding one more relevant thing. Oh no, even if they do, we still get them, I think. Just enough. Yeah, they're heavy, heavy black. Looks like splashing red. But look at all that removal they have. Crazy. That is red-black for you. So do we have anything good versus a million removal spells? Not particularly. I guess Ren's Resolve for a card advantage is probably the route to go then. Bring in Ren's Resolve, so get some extra value that way. Not sure the 3 dispersals are good versus them. Probably can end up cutting one of those. Definitely want the corruption here. Yeah, I think running it like that seems good. Just bring in the resolve, cut one dispersal. Okay, on to game 2 of the second round. Pretty darn good opening hand. 2-drop flyer, 3-drop flyer. As they have the beat stick. Uh-oh. And I don't have any of my dispersals in hand. I did cut one, remember? Oh, that's going to be annoying. Menace plus treasure. Okay, there's a dispersal. I mean, it's not the worst case scenario if they just go equip and attack. They'll only have 2 mana left over. Okay, that's what they're going to do. So I'm at 17. They get a treasure. And they're going to play a Berserker. And make their Historian bigger, sure. All right. Don't kill my strobe knight, please. No touchy. Shade, okay. I take 3. They get another treasure. They have 2 cards left in their hand. They can sack their own Berserker, though, to upgrade the Shade, of course. Yep. And that turns into a 3/4. Preening Champion. What can I do with that? Can't double spell this turn, can I? Not quite. Could almost go Preening Champion into Shadow the Source. But Dispersal here, obviously still very good as well. And we're just going to beat them down with flyers if they don't draw removal, so... Alright, I'm going to let them get the treasure, and I'm just going to bounce the shade, I think. Those are both good. So let's go top. We'll draw the invasion for the turn. And then if we want to, we can just Ren's Resolve to play the land that's underneath it instead. That's all fine. Alright, so now we go invasion. Draw 3, discard 1. Send 4 at the invasion, 2 at their face. This is going to cast. So now I get to make another 2/2. Say go. They do have a lot of treasure. They only have 2 cards in their hand, though. And next turn's kind of GG. I'm going to play like Joyful Storm Sculptor and copy it with the Mage Ring, and then I can shatter off of all those creatures. Alright, well, there's their Priest. So that does not give it Menace. So I am definitely going to chump it with the Elemental token. Oh, it looks like they're going to move the equipment over. Yeah, that's worth double blocking and saving some life, I think. Oh, can I kill them now? If I just take this hit, they have the Priest and they're going to get back their Berserker. I can hit him for a 6. No, it's not lethal, so it's worth. All right. Soak up 4 damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. I meant to hold the control. Oh, I forgot I needed to hold control with that. Oh, shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. It's not like Arena. So I guess what I'm going to need to do then, since I messed it up, is just pass. Jeez. Well, that's a big mistake. So right now I should have 3 more creatures on the battlefield, the Storm Sculptor and the 2 more tokens. Yikes. One little misclick here. So this is kind of precarious now. One card in their hand. Steal my knight. So they get to sack it to the recycler. Golly, what a last card. Yeah, I mean, I should just be crushing them right now. If I copy the Storm Sculptor there, I don't think I can ever lose, but so be it. So let's see. Go trade. Chump. Trade. I mean, they have no cards in their hand, so I think this makes sense. And then shatter their 5/5. Like, the nice thing is I still have the overloaded mage ring, but I've put myself in an unfortunate situation. All right, well, now they're winning, but that's on me. Ral's reinforcements. Can make a bunch of 1/1s with that. I think it's probably better to copy our resolve here. And in essence, draw 4 cards. Uh-oh. Okay. So we did hit some okay ones there. Let's lead on Oracle to loot. Maybe we hit something better than the reinforcements. Oh, that's technically better, but I don't think that's good enough because we need to be playing the Sculptor next turn too. So all right, good beats. Well, that's on me. Should have been an easy win, and now we are looking very, very bad. Not out of it, just bad. Great, and now they drew a lifelinker. Yeah, well, we should have already won. Dang it. And now it's just way too far out. They gain 6. Okay, that's good. Guess we just have to sit back now. Sack a treasure, gain a life. Yep. So I think I just trade with that thing, though. I think we just go 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we use dispersal in that. Because now the board is pretty even, all things considered. And they probably don't put me on having dispersal in my hand as well, so there's added benefit there. Okay. Gonna need to draw something good again. Land was not it, if you were wondering. I could disperse my own Storm Sculptor to replay it and get an extra couple of a couple of tokens. Yep, double block. Back to 18. Can you stop drawing these goodies, please? Oh my god. Ah, 4 damage to something. No, all right. We don't have a way to come back from that. So, misclick, or not misclick, but forgetting to hold priority and copying my spell cost us the game there for sure. That's too bad. If they have the steal in stack, I probably want to leave the 3rd dispersal in then. Ah, that's frustrating. That should have been an easy win. I guess on the play I'll cut the resolve and go back the original iteration. All right, we'll be on the play for game 3. It's a good looking hand. So the hope here is that we just rattle off a couple of lands, and then I can go like 2-drop flyer, 3-drop flyer into invasion and immediately flip it or something. Sack an artifact or land, draw a card. I have actually never seen that card do anything. But I wonder how many of those beat sticks they have to make that better. Oh, well, there's one of them. Good. All right, we've got our dream curve. Now the plan is to draw a land next turn so I can slam the invasion and immediately flip it. I wonder if they equip, maybe I'm actually supposed to double block. Oh, they didn't even go for it. Never mind. Did not find the land. All right, island cycle it is. Keep the air beats. And this is basically game over now. That's just a huge tempo blow to them, and we pull so far ahead. Oh yeah, we're just gonna go double top. Especially if they don't have another land. Good beats. Okay. So how do we want to play this then? I mean, I guess I should just kill him as quickly as possible here. But invasion flip is probably good enough. And then copying any of these spells is just so gross. Oh, they did trade for my 1/1 token, notably. Okay. So if we draw land next turn, I will go Corruption of Tawashi plus copy it, make 2 4/4 incubates. And then whenever I transform any permanent, I'll get to draw 2 cards, and that's just going to bury them. Didn't, but no big deal. Yeah, just attack for 4. Start sculpting. I mean, they could have one of the board wipe effects. There's like the red deal 3 to all creatures. There's the black destroy all legendaries and non-legendaries. So it's not like they're completely out of this. Though it obviously does not look good. Ah, they're going to steal my preening champion, attack for 2 and sack it. Like, that's an okay start. It's not good enough, but it's a start. Oh, wow, that kills them. That's funny. So we Invasion of Regatha, copy it, and then hit him for 8 points of damage. As long as I remember to hold full priority again. Four to them, 1 to their creature. 4 to them, 1 to their creature. Nice. Okay. Well, we should have won game 2 as well, I think, but luckily we still got there on game 3, so now we're 2-0. Let's see if we can trophy. Okay, and here we are for the third and final round of this mom draft. I'm on the draw with a slightly questionable hand. If we find 1 red source, though, we're in really good shape. And how hard could that be? No, just always gonna always gonna draw all of the dispersals. We kind of want them to play a 2-drop so I can dispersal it next turn. Ooh, so that's really scary. They have the premium 2-drop for red-white. Although we did find our red source. Yeah, I think I'm still going to cast this. Since we have the Squadron in our hand and other Convoke cards in our deck, it probably still makes sense to run this out, even though we have Strobe Knight in hand. But yeah, as I was saying, they have the scary 2-drop in the format for that deck, yeah. So now they get to back up. They get to copy the backup trigger. Although, funny enough that it's actually not going to work very well on the Hoplite. Are they going all in? No, they're going to spread it out. Oh, no, they did go all in. So they don't get to loot. But they do make it a 4-4. Now, I think this is probably correct to just blow up their Scrounger right now. I have to be careful of the white instant trick that gives your creature protection from a color and a +1/+1 count. Oh my gosh, what is this curve? I guess I'm going to chump here and take 4. Kind of brutal. Alright, didn't find a land, so that's really bad. Loot. Still didn't find a land. Holy crap, yeah, we're dead. Dispersal not so good on Raptor, although it's decent on the Hoplite right now. This is probably another matchup where Wicked Slumberer wants to come in. Fearless Skull to give both of these double strike. Okay, well now I have to bounce the Raptor because it's going to be a 5/5 trample double striker. Yeah, nasty curve from them, and once again we're missing lands, so good beats. They should definitely still attack here, even if I have Dispersal. Even if they put me on having Dispersal. Alright, bottom. Top of land. It's too late, though. This is not even good enough. Like, in fact, we should just concede here to preserve more information. And the reason is, what am I going to do next turn, even with that land? Play Strobe Knight, hold up Dispersal. They still have a 5/5, a 4/4 Raptor attacking, and a 3/2 double strike, so that was not nice. Corruption of Tawashi too slow here. Let's bring in the Slumber. I kind of want to bring in counter versus them as well, because if we can counter a timely backup creature, that could be pretty good, but I guess this is probably as is okay. Be on the play this time. That is the most land we have ever seen in an opening hand. And I like it. I like it a lot. Our hope here is that they don't once again have their Hoplite on turn 2. So let's go with Oracle for the looting here. Wow, look at me discarding land of all things now. Who am I? God dang it. Well, what can you do? I guess if they have it, huh? Yeah, let's just play our Dreadship out and say go. I could attack for 1, but they're not going to block, so. This way, if they don't have a way to pump the Hoplite, I at least stop 2 damage. That's a good sign. All right, Mountain Cycle. Means we get a turn reprieve. Means I can probably even attack if I want to. Oh, that's a nice draw as well. Yeah, so let's go reinforcements. Crew. I doubt they're going to trade, but if they do, I'm happy about that. And then play captive, land, and hold up dispersal. We might be able to turn the gas on them. You know, I've seen this before. I think we're going to go ahead and dispersal and just kind of time walk them in a sense. Cryptomancer and Strobe Knight. Okay. I think we bottom and then keep the crypto. Then we go crew. Smack. Then we get to hit them for 4 more and kill their hoplite. Good. All right. Now once they play the raptor, they can't really just attack. They have to say go. Well, that works as well. They're just going to play 2 2/2s and say go. I like it. That's not a bad draw. Well, let's flip our weird here. Try to hit a land. Hit dispersal. Okay, we can still cast that until next turn, though. So let's just say pass. Raptor and 5 other spells are in their hand right now. Kind of terrifying. Oh, I should note we could always just shatter the invasion if we want to flip it into a 4/4 prowess. That is worth mentioning. Are they going to go for Phyrexian Awakening and make a 4/4 Vigilance, I guess? Is that even good? Debating if I want to upkeep this dispersal, and I think we're just going to draw naturally. Awkward, but acceptable. So let's crew and attack with our 4/4, sorry, and our 4/1 and our 3/3. See what they do. I don't think they're going to incubate here. They're probably just going to go for a block. Okay, that's fine. If I let the trade happen, let's see, and then bounce that. Is that bad? Could also just bounce my attacker, but I think I'm okay with the trade happening here. This is funny. I can just pass the turn and make them waste 2 mana so that they can't animate their 4/4. But I'm actually okay just doing this, getting the value, because I still get to surveil too. Oh yeah, that's nice. Probably should just go top here. So they can play their knight again. Oh, is this? Oh, they have an Aurelia. Wow, that's awesome. I take a lot of damage here. I take 14, but we just kill him with the Wicked Slumber next turn. Sheesh. Okay, their deck is really sick. For sure. But we are going to pull game number 2 out. All right, let's go to game 3. Let's hope that they do not once again get their nasty draws. I'm actually going to bring in the counter on the draw, especially after seeing Aurelia. I think the draw card might be a little bit too slow versus them. Game 3 of the finals. We wouldn't have it any other way. Our hand is keepable. 3 pieces of interactions, pretty nice. And Dreadship is not a laughing matter either, as it does provide us with like 2 blockers. 2/2 and a 4/1. All right, not bad. That's actually really good for our Shatter. They didn't have it? Yay! Finally, okay. We have avoided their turn 2 Hoplite. Land cycling? Nice. I am fine with that as well. So we've seen both the white and the red land cyclers from them. And Aurelia, so they're no slouch. They do have top end. Oh, there's that thing again. I guess I'm going to lead on the Dreadship and attack for 4 here. And then next turn I can play out the Knight plus hold up Dispersal, which is kind of great. What is this? Oh, the Invasion of Mercadia. That's the... You may discard a card if you do, draw 2, and then turns into a real... Man, the Chiron Flamewright is so good. They discarded Scroll Shift. They are indeed going to attack it for 2. Oh, they bricked on land. That's really good for us. Easy attack for 4 here, and happy if they trade. If not, we keep the pressure on. Play our Strobe Knight and pass. And Dispersal is just a beating here. I can't double spell very easily next turn, unfortunately. Okay, reinforcements. They are going to attack. Alright, so this is bad if they do have the protection spell, but I'm going to go for it anyways. And they did not. Nice. I don't think we want the Tidal Terror. Do we want the Strobe Knight number 2? I can't cast anything in addition to it, but I can still play it and hold up Dispersal, so it's probably worth. They have 2/1/1s now, so obviously not going to be attacking with our Dread Ship anymore. Been some grindy games. Feel pretty far ahead, but who knows? Is it Raptor time? No, this is 3 mana. Nahiri's Warcrafting. They deal 5 damage to my Strobe Knight, and then they get to look at the top 3 and... Is it cast or play? Play, so they can play a land off of that. Nice, they did. That is terrifying. All right, well, that makes it less painful that they were with double Hoplite on the first 2 games. That's pretty good. All right, let's just attack for 3 and say go. Or sorry, attack for 2 and say go. Might get a chance to activate Strobe Knight on their turn. Oh, there's Fearless Scald. All right. This is where it's going to get fun. So this is, like, they're going to probably concede this turn is my guess. Because I get to dispersal one of the attacking Hoplites. I get to shatter the other one. I get to make a 2/2 token with Strobe Knight. Yeah, this is really bad for them. All right, so the first is targeting the Hoplite. The second is targeting the other Hoplite. And the third is going where? Maybe they target one of the 1/1s. That doesn't matter, though. Yep, okay, they did target one of the 1/1s. All right. Come at me. That is a lot of double striking damage. So let's see. Token is going for the invasion, and both Hoplites are going face. Oh, wait. Did I miscount? I don't get to dispersal plus shatter plus make a 2/2. I'm a little bit short. Well, we can go dispersal in the first. Don't need lands. I almost wonder then if I should Cryptomancer so that I can activate the Strobe Knight, but I guess that doesn't make sense. Yeah, let's just chump here and I guess shatter this. That's too bad. If I got to make a 2/2, it would be really, really good. Okay. Drew the land anyways, huh? All right, 2 vigilance in the air. Let's see, then I can go animate the token and then squadron off of my 3 creatures. All right, I am tapped out effectively, so this is their window to do something. 5 cards in their hand. This is still anybody's game. Feels like I should be a lot further ahead, but I'm not. I never got to activate the Strobe Knights. Oh, wait, I dispersed one of the hoplites. They still have that hoplite in their hand, don't they? Okay. So hoplite and 4 unknowns is what it is. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to chump with our Dreadship so they don't flip their invasion. Because our Dreadship is not really doing anything anyways anymore. Kind of does, because, I mean, I have a few other ground creatures, but I think that's a pretty solid use. Like, the Dreadship did more than enough work already. Okay, Awakening. If they pass, I can go for the kill. Actually, I can bait it out too. I can attack with the 2/2 token, and if they animate, then we know we can give hexproof to one of our flyers with the 1/1 counter. Easy money, baby. And that, I count 6 damage. Booyah got him. Nice! Little trophy there. All right, some of the games were really freaking close. And I did throw one of the games in the second round, but that's a nice look at Blue-Red Convoke. The triple dispersal was just absolutely amazing. We had some weird draws, but overall, pretty fun deck. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know that was a long one, so as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you back next week. Bye-bye.